Hello everyone, I'm RiggyRob and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses Cindered Shadows. So, last time we obviously started the DLC and we went ahead and did some exploring in Abyss and we met Constance, Happy, Yuri and Balthus, or Baltus, depending on if you call him Balti or not. And I actually ended up completing this map, but the problem was that Twitch's video encoding seemed to completely stop in the last 45 minutes of the map. It might have been my PC not sending the information correctly. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but basically there was no video, there was no game audio, but you could hear me talking. So yeah, not sure what was going on with that, but anyway, so just to catch you guys up with what's happened, basically what I'm going to do is I've replayed the map up to this point, made a bookmark here. Once we have finished the map and we've gone through the cutscenes and so on, I will reset to the save that I already have and we'll be able to continue on. Also to note, I have been busy testing out some more video sections because I love doing that. And we are now at 1080p 30 FPS at 3500 bitrate. So hopefully the stream looks like higher resolution, but it won't be smooth, or at least it should be consistent with 30 FPS. And this is not, you know, a game that requires lots of smoothing, motion, blur, whatever. It is pretty static. You move characters and they do battles as they need to. So with that done, let's get back into it. So, ooh, you have Excalibur. I don't think I can take on you with Constance then. Alrighty, that's fine. So obviously, as we've already know about this map, the gimmick is that once you've cleared out all these enemies on a particular side, more reinforcements come from another side. So I think I actually want to leave that Excalibur man be and stay out of his range until I am completely ready to summon in the next set of guys. Might as well use fire, why not? I have also been trying to focus a little bit more on leveling up these guys, but because I'm resetting to the save I already have, it doesn't really matter too much because, as we all know, the levels will be completely different because I've reset this map. So let's see, who can take out the guy that is the mage with some long-distance weapons? You'd think Ash would be appropriate for that, but let's see. I want to make sure I don't block up too many people from being able to attack the guys at the bottom. Let's have Yuri take on this guy. Oh, maybe not. 20 damage is not enough. So maybe what we can try is... Well, Constance will be able to take him out, no problem. But I think I actually want her to take out the knight behind. Let's see if I can do it from here. Yeah, that's good. Her +1 range to magic is fantastic. Although I'm not really surprised, I'm not so sure why they specified a difference between dark and reason. Seems to me like they'd just be able to do both no matter what, but whatever. Let's see, who's can go? Yeah, we're gonna have Balthus do this. Steel gauntlets. I guess we can't have him do this if he's gonna miss on a 75. But it's okay, it's all fine. Let's see. I suppose we could have Yuri attack and finish off that guy and then move away. That's not a bad idea. So let's try it. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was a big meow right next to me. If anyone's seen my tweet earlier, I've just put good morning to everyone apart from my extremely loud Bengal cat Coda. And he is being extremely loud. And I have no idea why. I've given him his attention. Alright, steel axe? Yeah. I think that's the best way to do this. That missed? Come on, Hilda. Alright. So I was at what? Did that take up my 5 durability even though I missed? Damn. Oh yes, and I have been fiddling around with divine pulse charges here, so I can't actually rewind that. So, eek. Ouch. Alright, well in that case then, the last person we've got left to deal with things is Dimitri. And Dimitri will take 16, but this will be fine. I'm just slightly concerned about that brawler now. If he can reach someone who can die, that would be pretty bad. That's a good level. Alright, let's stick there. Yeah, the brawler can reach Happy, so we're gonna have to kill this guy. Ta-da!
Never underestimate an outsider.
Bum, 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 bum. Again, these levels don't really matter because the guys have already been leveled up in certain ways already. But it's nice to see how their growth rates have changed a little bit. There we go. Because of the prevalence of all the breaker skills with Axe Breaker, Lance Breaker, Sword Breaker, having Ash with plus 20 hit is actually so valuable. It's insane how useful he is becoming just because he can actually hit stuff. And of course, having extra range means that he can go from really far away as well. Let's see, we can do recover. Yeah, let's do recover. So let's just make sure we can move our infantry units further across, because otherwise they're going to get caught out by reinforcements. Alright, where are you going to go, Excalibur Man? To the stairs. Okay, that's fine. Let's see, I think Baltus is probably the best guy to take on this guy. As long as he doesn't miss. There we go. Got a bullion! So yes, this is the last wave of reinforcements.
Where's the treasure? I've had it with these Abyssians.
Jeez, will it ever end? I love a good brawl, but I'm sick of looking at these fools.
Mm-hmm. Considering I had to look at these guys twice, I can see where you're coming from. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be a very interesting reinforcement coming from the very right-hand side, as far as I can tell. But, let's see. I suppose I would want to try and get onto those avoidance tiles, wouldn't I? And because, again, I'm going to reset to a different save, it doesn't really matter who I use to kind of tank all these guys. As long as they survive, it should be fine. So just keep an eye on enemy ranges with these guys because they're long-range movement units. And let's go ahead and stick people on here. So we've got Dimitri here with an Iron Lance. We'll have myself here with an Iron Sword. Where's that sniper? Where can the sniper reach? Turn that off. So the sniper can reach... Yeah, so I have Claude here, I think. An Iron Bow. We'll just have to move all these guys down. Dum-de-dum. Ooh, yeah, I might as well use bolting. There's no reason not to. There is if I can't hit them, though. Just move Constance along then. Edelgard moves along. Ash moves along. And Hilda will move next to Constance. Yuri can probably do some healing for someone, so let's do this. Yeah. This is fine. Not quite as useful as someone right in the thick of things, but it's good enough. And Linhart's going to go here and use some massive physic range. I think Claude's probably the most important. Yeah. Da-da-da-da. Okay. And Happy's going to go just down the stairs. Okay. Come at me, bros. Da-da-da. So I don't need to worry too much about the paladins on the left-hand side because they're going to struggle to get down the stairs, I think. But they are on avoidance tiles now, which might be a bit of a problem. But we'll see. Just bring them all towards us. I can see a couple of good gambit opportunities if I've got some gambits left. I think I might do. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, that heal was very important on Claude. Here we go.
I thought I smelled fresh blood. The worms will feast tonight.
Now, when I first saw the Death Knight,
That sword awaited you in the holy mausoleum. Show me its power.
I was really wondering, why on earth are you here? And the victory changes to rout all enemies except the Death Knight. I'm like, what on earth is he doing here? And also, why does he have a droppable crescent sickle when you can't kill him? Because otherwise you will lose the map. So it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense him being here, honestly. Alright, so let's take off all these. One more guy there. No, I think I need to keep that on. We've got these big long dudes at the top. Okay, so we have lots of gambits left, and I'm wondering. So Yuri doesn't have one. Hilda doesn't have one anyway. We have Edelgard's Blaze, which might be handy. If we can go 1, 2, 3. Is it only 3? Might only be 3. But that would get the Wyvern Lord, the Archer, and the Fortress Knight here. And then I can turn around and use a different assault troop kind of thing. In fact, can I reach this avoidance tile? No. I could if there was no enemies in my way, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe not. 5 movement. Oh, wow. Okay, that's fine. So, let us try something. So, Edelgard has 5 movement, so she go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she can actually reach anyway. That's fine. So, let's go ahead and use double assault troop on these guys, and that'll trap them in.
Time is now.
Oh dear. Coda! Coda! Please! Shut up! Oh my goodness. Coda?
It's time.
Coda? What is wrong? What is wrong? Oh, I think I know what it is actually. He wants to go into a hole in the wall where he managed to escape a couple of weeks ago. And now he's very upset that he can't do that anymore. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Ah, dear. Ah, dear, Coda.
It's your
Alright,
call.
let's see. So we got 80 chance of hitting there. No blaze. No group flames. I kind of want to make the paladins come towards me. And that requires having people to survive. So they've got 12 attack speed, right? That means Claude's fine, as long as he's got full health. Who else is fine? 19 attack speed with Constance, but she's not got very much defense. Hilda would be fine as well, I think. So let's do Constance to get rid of the assassin. I know, boy. I know. You are not allowed in there, though. Just ain't happening, bro. And then we've got Hilda, who can take on this guy. Nope, maybe not. I guess maybe Happy can do it. Or Yuri. Actually, yeah. If we have Yuri on here, he'll have avoidance of 80 something. Yeah, this will be fine. So Iron Sword. Yeah, this will do.
Not too shabby.
Gotta be very careful with this because I know I can't rewind it. Oh, Coda, please. Please.
Thank you.
I might have to change my streaming times on a Sunday morning if Coda is going to continue to be this way, because this is... well, it's annoying for me, so I can't imagine what it's like for you guys.
Thanks for that.
I mean, I do my best with the noise gate being, you know, tuned in such a way to tune out some of the stuff, but yeah. Alright, don't have a hand axe there. Hilda does though, right? Yeah, so she should be able to kill Fortress Knight. As long as she doesn't get caught by them. Okay, that's a dead Fortress Knight.
Did I hurt you?
Move her back here behind Dimitri. So the Paladins, the last one that can really reach me from there. They're going for Club, that's fine because in an avoidance tile. Don't suppose... I suppose I could do a Retribution Gambit. Let's see. Yeah. So what we can do is we can have Ash come here, use Retribution downwards. Just wondering if there's a better way to do this. Probably not, right? Nah. So then that means Edelgard can counterattack the archer that's targeting her now with an iron sword, which is fine. And we'll just have Ooh, yeah, let's kill a wyvern.
Didn't you hear? I'm dangerous.
Da-da-da-da.
Good enough for me.
Okay. So, just Claude left.
Ready and willing.
Just Claude left. Iron bow. Yeah, this'll do. Alright, as long as they're not on avoidance tiles, I should be able to take them out next turn. Alright, obviously Swordbreaker's doing pretty well for that paladin. Really? 67? I suppose it's fine. Again, as long as he's not able to move back onto an avoidance tile, it should be a-okay. Alright. Nice. I love seeing this. Woo!
Witness my power.
Da-da-da-da.
I must get stronger.
I don't know if magic is even a relevant stat for Edelgard at this point. I would think not. Alright, so we should be able to finish off this turn. Let's take off movement enemy ranges because no point having them there. So we can have Constance take on the wyvern as long as she can hit. Yep, Sagittaire will do it.
Do you see where you went wrong?
Thank you, Constance. Then we'll have Happy... Ooh, Happy to take on the Paladin? She doesn't double, unfortunate. So, in that case then, what we should do is use Happy to go for the Knight. Yeah, this will be fine.
No biggie.
Okay. Then Dimitri can try and take on this paladin. Oh, he's got Horslayer. Interesting. Alright, so what does this guy have in terms of... He's got Swordbreaker, so I want to take him on with an axe user, but I don't really have an axe user in range, actually, now I think about it. And he's on an avoidance tile as well, which makes it a little bit more awkward. So I can try using a combat art with Ash instead. It's not worth it to use the combat art just for that. We'll see. So, Yuri, if you were to attack... Yeah, so it definitely has to be a non-sword using unit. Oh, it could probably be Claude, actually. If Claude can burst through one of those guys and move around, that'd be fine. But to do that, I need to get rid of one of these guys. So let's have... Yeah. And next there. Thank you.
Doing some work.
Da-da-da-da.
I'm still.
Okay, and then Claude comes all the way down here. Attacks with an iron bow, steel bow, mini bow. Iron bow should do. And then Dimitri to finish off. 22 times 2. Do you want to try and guarantee a hit? 66. Really not that great, actually. Considering. I mean, what I can try and do is try and block him in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe. Alright, we'll have Baltus go here.
Even stronger than I look, yeah?
Da-da-da-da. I'm actually wondering whether I can actually have people climb up the stairs in order to reach. And I don't think I can. Awesome. Alright. We have Blaze. That'll at least trap him there. Yeah. Okay, so I don't need to worry about those guys moving now. Still do need to take care of this paladin, actually. So let's make sure we do that with someone who can actually hit. Ash to weaken. Ash to kill? No, not to kill. Close enough. Then Linhardt. It's gonna go here. Can't attack anyone from there, so we'll do an assist with Physic. Let's make it Claude.
Sorry.
Da 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 da. Yuri can finish off the Paladin. Yeah, let's try this. Come on, Dimitri. Ah, Dimitri, you let me down. Alright. So I do need to make sure that Constance can't get hit from there. So that's fine. Ugh. Who's left? Just me and Yuri left. I might needed to have planned this out a little bit better, actually. Because, like I said, I don't have any Divine Pulses left. Right, okay. If I were to attack Nosferatu, not enough to kill. Combat Art, Ruptured Heaven. 50 here is terrible. It just is terrible. Huh. I've kind of screwed myself over here. Without actually meaning to. Well, that's awkward. Let's see. Go for it with 240s? Yeah, go for it with 240s. One miss. Two miss. Cool. Alright, well, can't get attacked from there, so I'm banking on a 40% chance to hit from them.
Face it.
And 66 wasn't great on that one either. Alright. Come on, happy. Make me happy. Ooh. Yeah! Woohoo!
Easy peasy.
We did it. Easy GG.
How was that?
Slowly making his way forward. Alright. Let us make sure we actually finish this fight. With Baltus, he's going to go ahead and double. Come on. There we go. Woohoo! Alright. Mission done.
I've indulged too much. I take my leave for now.
You didn't do anything. Literally did nothing.
Honestly, what a nuisance.
Yeah, Edelgard, what's wrong with your boy? What's wrong with your boy Yuritsa? What's he doing here? Ah, Baltus MVP. Nice. Yeah, you're not getting that XP again. But oh well.
Boss, that's the last of them. Good. Finally. Thanks for all the help, everyone.
Another assassino.
I ain't going down without a fight. I'm taking you with me, punk.
I will not allow it.
And this is Elfric. So I was calling him Alpha before, but this is definitely Elfric.
Shall we capture this fool?
So that's an autosave. I think what I want to do is not save. Yes. Because as mentioned, I'm going to replay from the save I already made, but it included a cutscene transition from here.
Elfric, how serendipitous that you have come to our aid.
I am relieved that I wasn't too late. I do hope my presence proved useful.
No doubt about it. We needed the backup.
Didn't actually seem to do anything. So, you're Elfric.
Professor, I do believe this is the first time our paths have crossed, is it not? Of course, I have heard all about you from Her Grace, the Archbishop. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Elfric. The Church has granted me custodianship of Abyss.
Funny, Drea never mentioned you. So, pleased to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. I am sure you have already been told about Abyss's unique situation. For varying reasons, all of the inhabitants here are unable to live a peaceful life on the surface. People like the Dagdans and Almirans, who suffer undue persecution across Fódlan.
And yet, Shamir and Cyril are above ground.
The poor and the sick, who were forced into Abyss. Not to mention all the other unfortunate souls who ended up here. I believe it is my sacred duty to provide a place for those who have nowhere else to go.
Right. And the poor and sick living in a sunless crypt helps them... how?
Keeps them quarantined.
Enough, Claude. Please, forgive my friend, Elfric. We would love to hear more.
In all honesty, I understand his concern. I dearly wish I could provide a better life for my flock. But it would appear that Her Grace and most of the Church consider the existence of Abyss to be something of a nuisance.
I can see why. That can't be true. A nuisance?
I'm afraid so. Those within the Church who would see Abyss purged are swiftly growing in
Yeah,
number.
but the church wants to kill everyone.
That's the church for you. They make a big deal out of helping the helpless when it suits them.
We can't just sit back and accept the way things are. We've got to fight the system.
Row, row, fight the power.
Sure, I'm here to hide from literally countless bounty hunters. But I'm not the only one in need. You're in a bad way too, Happy. You can't just let the church walk all over us.
Too true. For the sake of all who dwell in Abyss, we must help dear Elfric to turn the tide.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Your fervent support is all the reward I could ask for. As for you, Professor, I must beg a favor of you.
What's the favor?
The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them. If you could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful.
Sure, why not? I'll try and get S-rank support conversations with these guys, I guess.
Naturally, your official duties take precedence, so you need only help out when your schedule allows.
Wait a minute, Elfric. Where's this nonsense coming from?
I second that question. We have no need of a professor when we have you.
Dear flock, I am a mere guardian. I can protect you, but I cannot enrich your minds.
I believe you're all sheep.
Though I call this gathering an academy house, I have long lamented that it isn't truly so. Now, I am blessed with the opportunity to correct this. The professor who stands before you has garnered a great deal of acclaim on the surface. A most trustworthy and esteemed teacher, to say the least. What's more, I happen to be acquainted with the father of this fine individual.
Oh, so you know Gerald. Right, that explains some things. So, how do you know my father?
I was born and raised in Garegg Mach, so I often have the opportunity to spend time with him. Your mother as well. She was a cherished friend of mine. I was even present for their wedding.
Now, this is where it'll get interesting, right? Is hearing more about our mum and dad together, considering we hear basically nothing about them. So if Elfric can spill the beans, you know, give us some details, that'd be great.
With parents like yours, I have no doubt that you possess the kindness and patience necessary to guide these students.
But
It'll be fine. It's not like we're strangers anymore.
Yeah.
Say, Elfric, don't you need to take care of those thieves?
Right you are. Please, excuse me. Oh, and one more thing, Professor. If ever you would like to hear more about your parents, I would be delighted to share my memories with you.
Most definitely. Alright. There's Elfric for you. Okay, so this is the point of which I managed to make a save at the top, as you can see what lies beneath there. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to continue without saving, but I'm going to actually reset the game once it gets to the next scene transition, which is now. And go back to this save. So everyone who was leveled up during the battle last time keeps their levels, but not the one that just did.